Week 16 has arrived in the NFL. The stakes are increasing with every game, especially so when division rivals collide. And we've got that. The Rams and the Seahawks from Lumen Field on Thursday night primetime. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. These guys are in the midst of a great run. Only one loss in their last 10 games. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this build. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. To throw is Martin. Throwing to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one too low. The Seahawks had 5-9 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On the carry, Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Martin. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Martin. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Martin. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Martin. Throw out wide to Walker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Martin. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Martin. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And they got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Martin from the gun on 3rd down. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is Walker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They run again with Walker. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Martin off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Martin. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you could toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. We'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Martin throwing to start the drive. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Martin. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on.
This now a much closer game. Can't afford any more mistakes like he had on the last drive. Throwing the interception led to a touchdown. Close ball game, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Martin. That is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Martin. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Martin now from the gun on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. To throw is Martin. Throwing to start the drive. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Martin. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Martin to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Seahawks, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with